NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Who said the crowds wouldn't embrace football being back in L.A.? You certainly couldn't tell that by what we saw a few moments ago. These folks are pumped up as their Rams get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Ball is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10, it's Lynch. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again on second and 10, it's Lynch. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So now an early third and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Lynch. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
They'll throw on first down with Lynch. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Gone!
To throw again is Lynch. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Gone! Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Throwing again here. Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Detroit!
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for and that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Detroit! Gone!
Now a 1st down throw. Kelly. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play. Tried to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gone!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. It's Xavier Rhodes there in on the stop.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Kelly to throw on 3rd down. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One of my favorite safeties in the league is Harrison Smith. His ability to support in the run game, as we just saw there, that's key, but also can cover deep as well.
Play action, it's Kelly. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Kelly. This is caught. It's Coates. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Kelly. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andrew Sandejo. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now out comes Minnesota. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Now it's Lynch. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, it's Lynch. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Dante Fowler in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. On now to kick it away is the punter, Matt Weil. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Called out a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure now, and they get to Kelly. A man who played on this very field for USC, Everson Griffin. In there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of players, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Cook. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gone! Here we go now.
On 2nd down, Lynch. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Daniil Hunter able to drop him for a loss of a couple. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one, and let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get-off on the snap, jump too quickly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're running with Gurley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. From the gun, Lynch. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. first down. Here's the run with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Lynch looking to throw on second. Toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Lynch now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Operating from the gun, Lynch. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. First down now, but that clock rolling.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Lynch to throw again. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They go play action here on first down. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. A final shot before break. Kelly flushed out right. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this one is incomplete. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On 1st and 10, Kelly. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, Kelly. He's going to fire one deep over them. It's caught inside the 25. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Set, 319! 319!
On second down, here's Lynch. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
Here's Lynch to throw. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! 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 Gone!
Kelly now looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Going deep for Diggs. It got his man complete. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 41 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On the ground, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. And the Rams have got it back.
Well, we may not see it behind the big play sheet that they like to use, but I bet there's a big grin on the defensive coordinator's face. A corner blitz, what we often call a cat blitz. Usually they disguise it, Brandon. You're up on a receiver. It looks like you're going to bump and run with him, press coverage, and then he just takes off straight for the quarterback, and someone comes behind him to pick up the receiver.
And as a former member of the secondary, it makes you happy too, doesn't it?
I can't lie about it. I got a big grin on my face, too. That was a heck of a play, a heck of a call.
Leopard!
Here's Kelly to throw on second down. And that is incomplete here. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Rams on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And incomplete here on third down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And now out comes Minnesota. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. To throw on second down. Lynch. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Lynch throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Lynch. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Dante Fowler in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
On first down, it's Kelly. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Kelly looking to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
3-19.
To throw is Kelly from the gun on 3rd down. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a give running left for Gurley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again they run with Gurley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Kelly from the gun, he'll throw. Man open, it's Cup, he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Second and goal from the 1.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, there you go on the field, but okay, I see you. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. That's caught by Treadwell. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. Yes, sir. That touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something. Forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there. Up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Now a first down throw. Kelly. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Kelly. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First throw in overtime now for Lynch. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
To throw on 2nd down, Lynch. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Vikings on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, here we go. Blue landing. Blue landing.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who was this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Following the penalty. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Throwing here, Lynch on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Samson Abukum. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. On first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
They get it to him running left. And he is